Hello, tribe. Welcome to today's masterclass. Goodbye, people pleaser. Hello, Powerhouse. We are so excited to have you here. This is a masterclass where we will be uncovering these hidden people pleasing behaviors that show up, especially when you're playing at a high level, when you're like going after big things, and then you think, okay, I don't people please, and then you find yourself doing some things that are kind of people pleasy. So we are going to uncover all of that in this masterclass and also sharing strategies to help you not give in to these behaviors and actually step into your power, become the powerhouse that you are, because we know you are, and taking unapologetic action. As you can see, I am here with Amanda Villarreal. Um, she's awesome. She's amazing. She's my friend. She is a coach. She is the absolute best. But I'm gonna let her tell a little bit about herself, so you can get to know her a little bit.
Of course. Hello, everyone. Yay. We finally made it to the masterclass. I'm so excited to be here. And thank you for that intro, Erica. You are amazing as well. That's why we work together well. And yeah, my name is Amanda Villarreal once again, and I am a soul alignment mentor and visibility mentor as well. So I basically help you, multi passionate and creative entrepreneurs, reach your next level of visibility and wealth in alignment with your unique design. Because I know you're not here, and I know that you're not here to play small, and that is what I'm here to help you shift. So there it is.
There it is. And I can completely attest to that because Amanda, she helped me out big time. So I can attest to that. If you don't know who I am, if you just bumped into this video and you're like, okay, who is this woman? My name is Erica. I'm your coach for what's next. I help women who have been through a lot and also have done lots of work to actually get out of the thinking and the awareness to start taking action and move forward with their lives and create that vision that you have inside of your mind, right? Without self-neglect, self-sacrifice. Out here we don't like these kinds of things, okay? So
Nope.
this is what we do. And by the way, say hello in the comments if you are joining us live. This Linda joined us. Hello, Linda. Hello, Gaia. Yes, Gaia made it in time. So happy to see all of you. And if you're catching this on the replay, also let us know that you're catching this on the replay. Comment hashtag team replay. So, Amanda, um, where should we start with the behaviors that sometimes are so sneaky? Why do you think people pleasing is sometimes so sneaky?
It's because we're so used to that pattern. Like it's like still our nervous system is not fully in the other level, like in the powerhouse level. You're still like trying to make others like you in a way, and trying to find some sense of belonging and pleasing others. So it's like still showing up in the little ways. So we can definitely start with the little ways that it shows up, because it's like, oh, most likely don't notice it until after it happens. You're like, oh shit, well, that happened. What was going on there? Like and you replay this situations like, oh, I could have done this, or I could have done, and it's just it, yeah. But it comes up because there's still part of you that is loyal to that people pleasing identity,
Mhm.
which we're gonna shift around today.
Yeah, absolutely. And I also think there is also a layer where when you've done so much work, you got rid of a lot of people pleasing behavior, right? So we're not letting people walk all over us. But
Hmm.
then there is this thing where we think, oh, I'm done with people pleasing because I got rid of all of these. And amazing kudos to all of us
Yes,
because
yes.
that's the toughest part, right? And sometimes I feel like we think we did the work and we're not doing this anymore. And then that's exactly how you said it. You get to this point where you're like, oh my God, why did I spend 2 hours editing their email?
Mhm. Yeah, we all been there. We all
Yeah,
been
yes. Listen, if you are watching this, and let me know in the comments if you ever, even if you're watching this on the replay, if you ever caught yourself being like, oh shoot, I was people pleasing, because like you're
there.
not alone, okay? You're not alone.
Yeah.
So as Amanda said, we want to start with the little things, right? Because these are the ones who are actually the sneakiest. You don't even notice. So, in my own experience with people pleasing, in the little things, I found myself, as I said, and not so long ago, like a couple of months ago, I realized that I was over editing my emails and just trying to please everyone, because in my mind I was like, I want to be good to everyone, I want everybody to feel included. So I was just editing and re-editing my emails, knowing damn well that I was talking as an entrepreneur and as someone who has a business and has a specific community. I had to be talking to this specific woman, but I was editing myself so much that I don't even know who I was talking to. Right?
She wasn't in there. She wasn't in that list.
No, she just disappeared because I was trying to please everyone else. So this is one of those moments where it's very tiny, because no, you're just being nice, right? You just no, you want everybody to feel included, right? And at the end of the day, it kind of excludes a bunch of people with your energy. Do you ever feel this as well?
Yeah, definitely. Because to me, this is, and I say this time and time again, because you have a specific voice, you have a specific way of expressing yourself, and when you try to edit that out, then you're not reaching the people that you're meant to reach. So when you edit yourself, you're not reaching anyone really.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it definitely happens, and this has happened to me in the past. I can relate to that as well. Yeah, this is it's common, but at the same time, like you are at a different level of people pleasing, right? And you're like, now that you're aware of these little things, now you can like, oh, catch them before they happen, like, and then just like shifting around the moment. So that's what it's all about.
Yeah, absolutely. And in a moment, we're going to explain to you exactly how to do that. How we're going to share with you the strategy to actually know where you're people pleasing. But for now, let's just try and if you're listening to this, also try and identify, because as we're speaking, you're going to realize, oh, wait a minute, I do that as well. But you're also going to realize a bunch of things that you do, which is okay. We're not here to guilt and shame. We're here just to create awareness so you can change whatever you need to change. Okay. And so you can be that powerhouse that you are. So what other things have you seen, maybe in yourself, in your clients, that are just this little thing that we do when we're trying to people please? What other behaviors have you seen?
I will, well, definitely what comes up a lot when I work with clients, and what I have done in the past too, is trying to make everything perfect, like your post perfect, the graphics, everything. Like you're trying too hard to show up in a way that you think will be likable. So yeah, like editing post, editing graphics. I've seen that a lot, and oh my gosh, I spent hours, so many hours. Old me, poor old Amanda, spending hours in Canva, spending hours just changing words in her post, changing emojis in her post, like just so many things that can come. It was crazy, but that is one of them that comes up. And another one as well is when it comes, especially entrepreneurs, if you're listening to this, it's the pricing, like not sharing your prices, or when you're being asked about your prices, like lowering them on the spot to try to make them buy from you, to try to make them, yeah, or just be, basically be trying to, I mean, because you are transformative, like your offers are transformative, you know that, and you know that the value that you're selling them to is not the value that you should be selling them at. So that,
Yeah.
so actually a main one that comes up too.
Yeah. And this one is very tricky, because you are not only harming yourself because you are lowering your value, you are lowering your prices, but you are also assuming that you know what people want. So that's why you lower it. And most of the time it doesn't even match. It's just the story that we have in our heads that this is going to make the person make decision or not. So let's try to please to get to where we want. And sometimes it does the opposite.
Oh yes,
And people can feel the energy when you do that kind of thing, right?
It definitely, you can feel it right away. Like I know I felt it from other people. And I know, like, I even feel the energy coming out as I'm like either lowering the price right then without even just like, no, otherwise she's not going to buy from me, or just not sharing my prices at all, which was the thing for me, not sharing at all. And I'm like, oh yeah, if they don't know me, they'll come to me and maybe we can figure something out and I can work with it, just all the stories, right? Again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love the piece that you have said about perfectionism. Hi, Nacho. Welcome to the live.
Hello.
I absolutely love the piece that you said about perfectionism, because I was getting ready, and I rarely wear this makeup, but I was like, we're going to go to live. Okay, let me just put a little bit of makeup. And I was thinking about how so many people don't show up because, for example, they want to create content, right? Mm-hmm. And they believe they need to wear the makeup, they need to look a certain way, their house needs to be this, and it's all in the pretense of trying to be perfect, right? And I'm such a perfectionist. But at the end of the day, when you're doing these things, it's way more deeper than perfectionism. You are afraid of what people are going to say, and you want people to think you are perfect. You want people to feel a certain way when they see you, and that's so limiting, because at the end of the day, it's stopping you from showing up for what you actually want to be doing, right?
Exactly.
So it's such a little thing every day, but are things that add up, right? Because every day you're like, oh, it doesn't matter. Well, I can't show up today because I'm not wearing any makeup and I look like shit, right? But tomorrow, if tomorrow is another day and it's the same, and then tomorrow it adds up, and you are just lowering the voice of your powerhouse, the powerhouse that you have inside. So I really love that piece that you included in of the perfectionism, because it's so freaking true. And if you can relate to this, let me know in the comments, even if you're catching this in the replay, because I feel we all do this.
For sure.
And it shows up in the little things, but also the big things as well, like how we speak, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And I'm thinking about the two of us, because we're not native English speakers, right? Mm-hmm. So it's that thing of like having that image that you want to portray, that you are doing things perfectly so everybody's comfortable around you, right?
Oh my gosh, yes. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not pronouncing the word correctly. I'm using the wrong word. Mm-hmm. When I'm writing this post, when I'm talking about this masterclass, I'm using the wrong words. And I'm like, I was just so, like, I have anxiety and overthinking.
Yeah.
Crazy. But I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. If they're going to understand me, if I say the wrong word, they know what I mean.
Exactly. And you know what? And your tribe is going to find you. Your tribe is going to be, this woman speaks Spanish and she speaks English and she's powerful and she's showing up and she's not afraid. And Linda just left us a comment here that I loved, which is, I also noticed the content I create on a whim that aren't perfect do way better than the ones I spend hours.
Yes.
They're right.
Yes.
1,000 times yes, because that's just you. It's just you, and it's perfect, and you're not trying to please anyone, and your energy just shows it, and that's why it performs so well. This is amazing. I love it.
Yeah. Notice that an edited post do way better than crafted with all the right graphics and everything. Just authenticity at the end of the day, right? That's what we were trying to be. Being powerful and showing up in that energy. That's what people want from you. Seriously.
Exactly. Yeah, you know what, Tribe? I think we gave you enough examples for you to kind of do a little bit of a self-reflection and think about your own examples. But I would love to go to the strategies, because I think that's why we're here. We're here because we're aware. And it's funny, because while we were promoting the masterclass, I had some people be like, I don't people please. I was like, okay, cool.
All right.
Good for you. So if you are here.
When you notice that again.
So if you are here, you already know, right? But I just want to wanted both of us to put a little bit to put us a little bit on the spot and be like, we do that too. Okay, we've overcame a bunch of it, but we're still human. So I just wanted us to start from that place, and that's beautiful. But I would love to share the strategies that we have to share with you.
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, of course.
Yes, I'm ready. They're ready. We're all ready.
Let's go. Who's ready for strategies? Yeah. Oh my God. I'm so happy we don't people please. So we're just our quirky, weird selves.
We don't
Live.
care anymore.
We don't care anymore. Zero F's given. So the first strategy that we have to share with you is the audit, right? And when Amanda came up with this strategy, I was like, yes, yes, that's what we have to do. I loved it. Hello, consistent beauties. Welcome to the live.
Hello.
I absolutely loved that you said what we need to do is to audit the people pleaser identity, right? Do something as a deep reflection, not just thinking about it. And you can say a little bit more on how do you think we should go around this audit?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, definitely asking yourself the hard questions, like being super honest with yourself. This is not just, yeah, you're having a like raw and honest conversation about this identity. So,
Yeah.
what are you trying to get out of this? Like, what are you trying to get out of being a people pleaser still?
Mhm.
Is it to be liked? Is it to be accepted? To be loved? Maybe to cultivate this false sense of belonging, because at the end of that, it's false if you're pretending to be someone that you're not, correct? This like false sense of safety, like what are you getting out of that? And be specific about it. Like, be specific about what are you getting out of that, because this is what's holding that identity in place, right? This is the reason why you're still loyal, why you haven't yet gone 100% in your powerhouse identity that I know is there. We know it's there. This is why you're here. And so just ask yourself that question, make a list, and let that come. You'll get so much clearer after that, and you'll be able to shift the behaviors when they come and the moment quicker, and just without any guilt, any second guessing. So that is what I do and what I mean when I mean audit for your identity. So definitely recommend that you do that. If you didn't know some behaviors or some patterns here, well, if we were talking about the little things and the ways that it shows up, definitely do the audit. It will help you so much. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of the process that I have followed myself when I realized I was like re-editing emails and not being 100% myself in my content. It's just I think I wrote an article on this, which I basically just sat down with the people pleasing part of myself, just placing your hands over your heart and being like,
yeah,
okay, where else have we been people pleasing, right? And when you ask where else, you are going to see all of these answers, and you are going to be surprised, even though you've done all the work. And it's normal, okay? Again, it's not about shaming or anything. It's just awareness, because when you get that awareness is power, right? So that's the first step for you to start changing all of these behaviors. And you're going to need radical honesty. This is the type of work where you can't just be putting walls around yourself and be like, yeah, I do a couple of things and then move on with your life. Like, if you're here, it's really because you want to change that behavior. So just commit to yourself and commit to being radically honest with yourself. And even if these are behaviors that you're not sure what you're getting out of it or why you do this thing, still take notes of it. The answer is going to come later, right? Yeah. So first step is actually to do an audit. Okay, I'm gonna write it in the comment. And if you have questions as we go, let us know in the comments as well. We're going to try to answer them in the end. So first step is audit. And then the next step that we have to share with you, it's more of a general step that you're going to take. I mean, hopefully you take this step for the rest of your life. Okay. Hopefully, as you grow and as you expand, you do this all the time, every day for the rest of your life, which is self-regulation. All right. When we were talking about what is it that you can do to help you with people pleasing. So Amanda was talking about somatic work. I was talking about EFT tapping. We were talking about meditating and all of these things, right? And I know that many of you already do some of this work, but I have to tell you and call us collectively out. Usually when clients come to me and they're not feeling so well and they're still doing these, survival behaviors from the past, is because they haven't been doing these things consistently, right? So if you are, people pleasing is a survival behavior, right? So if you want to get out of survival, you have to ground yourself first. That's why we're suggesting that you use all of these tools to regulate yourself, and also on the go, right? If I see an email and I feel that what I call the survival vortex pulling me in, what I do is stop for a moment and I do whatever I need to do. You are the one who is going to say what you need to do, but there are several options. For me, EFT tapping is a very powerful tool, and I just do a round of EFT tapping of what I'm feeling, my fears, and that's where the audit comes in very handy, because you know where this is coming from, you know what behavior, and you will be able to tap on it or meditate on it, take a breath, go for a walk, right? Because we keep forgetting we can pause. We are allowed to pause. When we see it coming, when you see the survival vortex coming to you, you are allowed to pause. I don't know if you want to add something else, especially about the somatic, because you are an expert in somatic work.
Yeah, absolutely. So definitely pausing is so important because we're so used to going, and this overthinking can definitely take over. And so when you notice that behavior that you now are aware of, when you notice that, yes, take a pause. And what if you're overthinking, what can help? Just literally, this is what I do for myself, what I recommend other clients to do as well. Just place one hand on your forehead, another one on the base of your skull. This will make you feel like bring your nervous system back into safety. And that's what you need before you can move forward, right? So just literally closing your eyes, holding, and then just taking a deep breath at your own pace without trying to change it, without trying to do anything about it. This can definitely help you just ground you, like Erica said, to be grounded before you can make a decision that aligns with your authentic self and move forward with that. So I would recommend that. Yeah. And then another one that I've taught you as well, like the push out. If you feel like there's so much, and like maybe like the push out, literally pushing it out.
The need to people please.
Like that, honestly, that is so powerful. I recommend that always. So, like push it out. Like you don't need that. And that actually is like energetically, and talking about the nervous system, you actually do pushing that out, that survival energy out when you do this. So just imagine that, visualize it as you do this movement. But those two are my go-tos when it comes to people pleasing.
Yeah, exactly. And now I always like to bring things to the most practical sense possible, right? Because you probably did a little bit of an audit, you know a little bit about self-regulation, but there's this one thing you can do that can help you on your day-to-day basis, right? Because sometimes, and this happens to me as well, you do the meditation, but then you get triggered when you're doing the email, right? And then you get triggered and then you forget that you can breathe, right? So what I like to have is a foundation, a structure that helps you and already is ready for you to people please. That structure is like, when you people please, here's what you can do, right? So if you are a businesswoman and you struggle with sending DMs to people, saying no, how do I just prepare yourself and have documents and templates and things, very particular and strategic things in your life and your business that help you stop the people pleasing in the spot? Because, for example, let's say you sometimes get requests for people to pick your brain. Yesterday we were talking about it, Amanda, remember? So sometimes you have requests for people that want to pick your brain or that want to have your service but don't want to pay accordingly, right? And this is the type of message that sometimes it's tricky for you to get back to. What I recommend is when you are grounded, when you are in your powerhouse energy, write that message and have that message as a template. Yeah. So that's simplistic as hell, but it's going to make so much difference because it's going to reduce all of the extra stress because you get the message, right? And this goes for any other behavior that you have that you would call people pleasing. So let's say you get the message, it's already triggering. So you are already getting out of your center, right? You forget to breathe. You don't even know what EFT tapping is, but in your brain you know that when you get that message, you have that template, you copy, you paste it, and you send it, okay? And you change it a little bit. Can you see the difference? And if you want, you can tell me in the comments. Can you see the difference in how the process goes? You are supporting yourself not only in the general sense of of things and taking care of your body, but you are also in your practical life, you have something very specific that you can work with. Okay.
Yeah.
And let me know if this is landing, if this is making sense, because for me, this is what makes sense. This is what really changes the game. Because some of us already do all of these things, but still we get the message and we don't know what to do. So
Yeah.
this is you telling yourself what to do so you don't have to think. You don't have to do anything else, right? So if you in any area of your life, the more structure and nuggets and things prepared that you can have to help you with people pleasing, knowing that you've done the audit, that you are regulating yourself, listen, powerhouse activated. Powerhouse activated because powerhouses get triggered too, okay?
Oh my gosh. Yes, we do. And I love that you bring this structure in, like just creating this environment for you to not people please, right? So I
Mhm.
love that. And this actually helps your nervous system as well, right? Because you're building the capacity to hold discomfort, the discomfort that comes when you get triggered and when you get those messages when you're in that spot of editing yourself, right? So yeah, that's I love that you bring that up because that's you have to like do it one thing at a time and support yourself in the process to go to that 100% level where you're just like, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. Because I believe we keep forgetting that we get to support ourselves, right? We
Yes.
have this thing of like, I have to take the people pleaser out of me. Yes, okay. But how can you help yourself
In
as
the
you
yes.
exactly? Because you want to go and make it, it's okay to make it a progressive thing, right? If you don't have it in you to do this on the spot, how can you help yourself and take that, as you said, because it helps with your nervous system as well. I usually say that structure is the antidote to anxiety, and that's why. Because you're taking a lot of the friction and the anxiety that comes with all of these things.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and do like try it out, like see what works for you as well, like notice what works for you, what doesn't work for you, like try this out. I highly recommend that you start implementing them slowly and building up to the full expression of those strategies, because once again when I want to just do it all at once, I just want to name that like, oh, let me just do this and that and the all in one day. No, just build up to the full capacity of like the 100% of that. That's what your nervous system loves, slowly but surely, right? And yeah, notice what works for you. So
Yeah,
well,
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And oh my God, yes. Find what works for you. As
mhm,
you can see, what Amanda and I are sharing with you are purposefully things that are very helpful, but they're not hyper specific. Why? Because you are the one who's going to make things hyper specific,
mhm,
right? You are the one who's going to take, okay, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to try and create a structure. And obviously, you can reach out to Amanda, you can reach out to me to help you with whatever you need to work on. but ultimately try it out, see what works, because you are your best advocate, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So to sum it up, Tribe, the strategy is to audit, to use self-regulation, and to plan and prepare when you're not triggered. And Gaia just said, wonderful, especially preparing these things when you are not triggered. And I love that Gaia said this, because usually we get triggered, we deal with it poorly, right? Unfortunately, sometimes we deal with it poorly, and then what we do is we move on and then don't correct. So when we're not triggered, when it's the perfect time to self-correct.
Absolutely. Yeah, be prepared. You gotta be prepared for those moments, those triggering moments. And
Mm-hmm.
practice, it's key. Practice this new behavior every single day, even if you're sharing like a truth a day, like if you're sharing like something that you wanted to say for a while, like a day, like slowly build up to that capacity. Once again, it will
Mm-hmm.
change the game all of this.
Yeah, build up to that capacity. I'm leaving it in the comments as well, because this is gold. This is gold. Because we love to do everything and we're perfect. We do everything the first time, and you know, three strategies good to go. Everything is gonna change. Build up to that capacity. I love that permission to just build up to that capacity.
Yeah,
I love it. This was amazing.
passion in the process too. This is not a race. First of all, you get
Mhm.
to do it at your own pace. You have to do it in the way that works for you, and change it along the way, if it, like, to fit your needs. That's what it's all about. So
Yeah,
yeah, do it.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
absolutely. Tribe, let us know in the comments if you have any questions for us. Take
yay.
advantage of the fact that we're here. Oh my God, and we actually have a surprise. We have to share something.
Oh,
Do
that's true.
you know what it is? And I
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
that's
what
true.
do we have to share? I have no
I
idea.
need to share this. That's why we write things down.
That's why we write things down. Look at me like going through our documents.
There you go.
Okay, you know what? So this week we have decided to tell you all about how to go from people pleaser to being the powerhouse that you have, learning how to spot these behaviors and practical strategies to help you step into your power and let go of these behaviors so you can actually succeed and move forward. But next week, we are also doing a masterclass, and it's all about, hold on, self sabotage.
Behind
Let me
the scenes
share it. Oh my God.
of
Like,
self
okay, say it, because you say it better than me.
self sabotage.
Yeah, baby. Behind the scenes of self sabotage is our next masterclass. So if you are enjoying this masterclass and this conversation that we're having and the strategies and I hope you like the nonsense, non BS vibe that we have going on over here.
Mhm.
You can get more of that in our upcoming masterclass, Behind the Scenes of Self Sabotage. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Uh, can I share the picture? Hold on.
Oh yeah.
Let me try and share the picture with you. I am waiting for questions. If you have questions, drop them. If you
Yeah.
don't, oh, and also if you're catching this on the replay, comment the questions, and I'm gonna go to them. Now I can't find the picture. Amanda, you do have the pictures, I think.
Let me hold on. Let me
Live,
you're
live
writing this.
issues.
Yeah. Hold on.
Can you actually include a picture? I think you can on your end.
Can I include the picture? Hold
I
on.
think you can.
Well, I can share. Is that
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, that's it. Go ahead and share it.
hold on.
And while Amanda is doing it, here, if you're watching, especially if you found us on YouTube, here's where you can find me at Forward with Erica on IG and Facebook. And then you can find Amanda on Facebook, Amanda Vanessa Villarreal.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
where you can find her. Okay.
Hold on. Let
And
me.
if you love reading and awesome Sassy Vibe Lives, you can go on Substack and look for me, Erika Savina. Okay, do we have the picture? Look at
There
that.
it is. There it is.
Okay, tribe, this is our next masterclass, behind the scenes of self-sabotage. Link is in the comments for you to sign up, and I'm going to include it in the description later on Facebook and wherever we are going to share this video too. Okay, thank you so much to everyone who showed up live with us. It was amazing to feel your energy and your good vibes. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Gaia. Thank you, Nacho. I think consistent. Thank you. Kayo also joined us. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, Linda. And I hope I get to see you next week to our masterclass. Go ahead and follow us on other social media. Send us any messages that you want and any questions. Amanda, any last words?
Thank you so much for being here. This has been amazing. And oh my gosh, I can already feel your power source energy coming to the screen and showing up. And I'm just so excited to see you all show up in this powerhouse identity and not just so excited. And if you can join us next week, it'll just get even better. So we'll see you there.
Exactly. Go be the powerhouse that you are. Remember, build up that capacity. I love that you said that, Amanda. Bye, everyone. Adios, tribe. Nos vemos.